Well, I had a few challenges when I attended the university. First, I went to HCC. I began my collegiate career at HCC, and at the time, I had to travel to Ybor City for some of my classes and to the Del Mabry campus. And not having a car, not having any, I had to get a job, I had to work summer just to get a car to be able to get to college. Because I didn't have the transportation to get there. I didn't have very many friends that were all on board to go to school at the same time. A lot of them decided after college to stay home and work and help the family at home. And my mom and dad were former farm workers and really pushed for me to go to school. So one of the challenges was just the transportation. We're lucky now we have South Shore, and I constantly tell my students, I'm a former high school teacher. I used to, when South Shore came into the picture, I said, you guys have no idea how easy you guys have it compared to, and I'm not even that much, wasn't that much older than them, of how just having that college right next door was such a huge blessing, but I didn't have that at the time. So one of the challenges was the transportation, and another thing was just like-minded friends that had that same idea that going to college wasn't a bad thing, and that we weren't leaving our families behind. And as Berto touched on that a little bit earlier, is that that was a huge challenge for me. And another thing was my father, as much as my mom really tried to convince him, we had a little bit of the machista of me being, I'm the youngest in my family, and I was going to college by myself, traveling by myself. I'm a female, and I had a lot of, Papi didn't want me, going all the way to Del Mabry campus and coming back from a night class. So I had that challenge, and not being able to have a place. I will say in Wimauma right now, a challenge is, where is that safe place? We don't have a Starbucks, we don't have a library of our own, we don't have that little network in our community where that's the place we go and everyone is studying for their exams, or everyone is, at the computer lab and looking up stuff for research papers. So I see that still as something that we need now. And at the time, even when I was going to college, that was a huge issue, because Dad wanted me home by 8 o'clock every night, but the library at USF or Del Mabry stayed open very late, and you had exams to study for. So just that challenge of having the commute and having that place where I knew that even if I came home and I was commuting, I could still go to the library and study and get things done. So that was just one of the biggest challenges. I know that we solved some of it with having HCC a little closer, but even now I still have students that are in Wimauma that still have trouble just getting to HCC, and I know that we have the bus lines and different things to get them there, but I think it's a culture shift too in the household that needs to change, and how important the education is. And just as a female, that was a real struggle. I'm gonna try to translate as much as I can into Spanish. Voy a tratar un poquito traducir lo que dije en inglés, pero una de las cosas que era muy difícil era que no tenía nada en Wimauma donde yo tenía que viajar. Yo vivía en Wimauma y tenía que ir hasta Tampa, y no tenía un lugar donde podía estudiar o nomás tener mis amigos, y que papi sabía dónde yo estaba. Cuando estoy en Tampa, papi no sabe dónde estoy y dónde está mi hija. So, yo tenía era muy difícil. También amigos que también tenían la misma mentalidad de seguir a la escuela, y eso fue muy difícil porque a veces era como uno se siente solo, como nadie te entiende lo que estás haciendo, y eso fue una de las cosas más difíciles cuando estaba yendo a la escuela.